Welcome back, my dear friends, to the universe. How you doing? Feeling like a tard? Or a butterfly? Let me know in the comments below. I've covered Battlefield in the past, both guides and gameplay of Battlefield 4 and Hardline. But a lot have happened since then, and I hope to get back into the making of Battlefield content in the future. Because I personally think it's one of the more enjoyable games to both watch and play. Hence, I felt like talking about the future of Battlefield today. So, we know that the next Battlefield game is coming out this year, and whether it's called Battlefield 5 or Battlefield Bad Company 3, Battlefield 2143, or maybe an entirely new name, I think there's good reasons behind actually being very excited for it. Recently I've gone back to playing a lot of Battlefield 4 to get into the feeling of Battlefield again, because I think the mindset and playstyle you need to adapt for Battlefield is quite unique compared to other shooters, and I have to say that I simply just love the current state of the game. There's so much more in Battlefield that you have to keep in mind in order to excel at the game compared to many other first-person shooters. And getting into it again, damn, it's been a long time since I've felt this bad at a game. It really took me a while until I sort of got back into the mindset of the game, and I don't think I'm really there yet, but at least I'm getting there. But if you have not played Battlefield before, or whatever, just pick up Battlefield 4. It's pretty cheap. You can probably find it really cheap and learn the ropes before the next Battlefield titles, because I have reasons to believe that it could be really good, even at launch, which, by the way, Battlefield 4 was not. It was a disaster that should have been in development for so much longer than it was. Probably a couple of months at least. The state of Battlefield 4 right now, though, is mostly thanks to the hard-working heroes over at DICE LA, a studio that, from my knowledge, was formed after the release of Battlefield 4. And they have worked their butts off in polishing up the flaws with the game and also working hand-to-hand with the players with the CTE, the community test environment, where the devs try out new ideas and see if they actually work in practice, and if players sort of enjoy these changes or not. Thanks to the CTE and DICE LA, the game has been polished into the gem it is today, but I have reasons to believe that because of DICE LA and because of Battlefront, the next Battlefield title will be at least one of the best looking games we have ever seen, and also a game that runs excellently, even though it will look as good as it actually will do. That was a weird sentence. But what do I mean by that? Well, Battlefront is arguably, as of making this video, maybe the best looking game we have ever seen so far, especially for PC. And to add to that, the game runs amazingly well. The latest versions of the Frostbite engine that was used for Battlefront has shown its colors and have shown them well. And the interesting thing is that Battlefront almost performs better in terms of frames per second than Battlefield 4 does, which just shows that the version of the Frostbite engine the next Battlefield game will run on probably will be able to deliver some amazing graphics and performance. And to add to that, they now have all the experience that they've gained through the years with polishing Battlefield 4, which was gained through dealing with all the requests, issues and concerns the players have had with the game since its release back in October of 2003. And if they don't learn from their mistakes, which God knows some big companies, some big publishers and developers never do, it seems, there is that possibility, it certainly is, but I have faith in DICE. And if they learn by their mistakes and their gains, and make use in what they have come up with in terms of technology to improve netcode and performance over the years, and apply that to the future games, we have reasons to be very excited for the next installment of Battlefield. You can say whatever you want about Battlefront, but it is a fact that it is a masterpiece in terms of graphics and performance. Mix that in with Battlefield and letting DICE getting into their comfort zone once more with creating the games they are best at, I think we have reasons to hype. I usually don't endorse hyping, God knows we have been let down in the past when done so, but since all seems to be in place in theory, I can't help but being really excited for the future of Battlefield, making videos of the future game and much more. Whatever we get, I can't help but just being really excited. I'm crossing my fingers for it to be a World War I or II game, but I still at the same time would be really surprised if it was. It doesn't really make too much sense, but it would be awesome if it actually was. But who knows, maybe Battlefield will follow the same path as Call of Duty and have like exosuits and jetpacks and all kinds of crazy shit. but I hope not. Battlefield has so many layers to its gameplay as it currently is, and adding to that on top of what that already advanced gameplay is, will higher the skill gap even more, which I usually like. I usually endorse that stuff, but I think it'd be maybe a little bit too crazy for my taste. Maybe, just maybe. But I think really soon we'll know more about what the next Battlefield game is going to be and what it'll all be about. I think really soon. I think there's some news about that just around the corner, and I will make updates and get my 2 cents about what they'll show in the future and try to be as critical and analytical as I usually be. Sometimes I get a little bit clouded because I get a little bit too excited for some stuff, but I'm going to try. And if you enjoy that stuff, then I look forward to having you with me on that journey as well, and we can talk about that in the future. Also, let me know in the comments below what you think about the current state of Battlefield 4. Do you think there are many shooters that top what it is at the moment? Let's start a comment war down in the comments about which shooter is the best and has most potential. Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Battlefield, Squad? There's a lot of different cool titles out right now. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye.